Hi guys, it's Porcelain, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to dye your extensions. And the first thing I want to say is that my extensions are courtesy of Hair Extension Sale, and that's us.hairextentionsale.com right there. Yeah, they're really good extensions for good prices, so if you're going to get extensions, you should definitely go there. Great places online. So, I do believe they can ship to places other than the US, so I'll check on that, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, anyway, so the first thing you're going to need to do before we get into the fun part of dyeing it, whatever crazy color you kids are into, we're going to need to measure it out, because extensions come in long wefts. This is folded over 4 times, so it's 4 times as long as this. So, the first part we're going to need to do, and the most important part to me, is always my bangs. My bangs are kind of a lavender, grayish, purple, whatever color you really want to call it. And I'm going to do my best to match it, and if I don't, then they're going to be a little bit, probably darker. The extensions will probably come out a little bit darker, because when I did a test piece, it came out like that, and if you can see it, it's a lot darker. So, try and lighten it up a bit. If not, I'm going to dye my bangs a little bit darker. But before we do all the fun dyeing parts, we're going to need to measure it out. So here's, let's see, just so you can get an idea. This is how long the weft is. That means long. Now I always at least double it over. In the bangs, I only double it over, and in the regular hair, I sometimes double or triple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it across our head, and we're going to figure we only want it to go to about right where the ear is. So I need a little less. It's going to start right at your part, wherever your part is. My part's here, so here to here. And I know you can't see my face, but I can actually see through this. So it's going to be about right, a little less. See that again. Yeah. I take time to do this because I want it to be as perfect as I can get it. So there we go. This is going to be my piece for my bangs. It's nice and long, and it's folded over twice. Let me say that again. It's folded over twice. So now we're going to take the scissors. Try and don't cut like this where you cut off a bunch. Cut straight like that, so you don't cut off any hair. Cut in between a line of hair. So yeah, now, this part's falling off. Now, we've got this part, and before I move on any further, what you're going to want to do is you don't want to waste dye, because dye tends to be very expensive. So yeah, and since these are bang extensions, what you're going to want to do with this piece, and I think this is the only piece we're actually going to cut before, so yeah, so we're going to go like this, and we're going to measure and see, and we're going to probably want to cut this much off. So yeah, we're going to cut, well, hold on. I actually kind of want to cut from this seam side, because then at least you can fold it in half and always get the same spot. So that seam's going to be right here. Yeah, so this is, I'm going to hold it. See, it's kind of got twisted there. Brush it. And we're just going to cut. And cut. And cut. So, if you can see that there, it's still really long, longer than my bangs are going to be, but we saved a little bit of hair dye because we pre-cut. Just that easy. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get the little bit of hair tossed away. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to go back in the next video and we're going to trim it and blend it with our hair, but we just wanted to get that out of the way ahead of time. Okay, next we're going to cut a piece for this side. And for this side we're just going to need about, only a little bit. Only a little itty bitty bit. From here to here. That's actually too much. Yeah. About this much. It's all in measuring and how much you want. You can really do as much as you want, like, really. But I only like to have a little bit on that side because it's just the fringe and you want most of your hair to be in the length of it. Like, because my hair is not that long. So yeah. Anyway, we got this nice little piece. And that's going to go from here to here when we sew it all together and clip it. And then we're going to trim it so that it'll be a fringe. Okay. Whew. Getting hot in here. Anyway. So the next part you're going to want to do... Oh, I don't have a hair tie. I'll be right back. So I couldn't find a hair tie. I guess I'm out. And I was just wearing one and my mom steals some. Anyway, so I'm actually just going to pin up my hair with a little itty bitty. I'm going to pin all my hair up with this little clip. Or I'm at least going to do my best to try because it's all I got. And it's not going to work. Best I can do. So, for the bottom, I'm going to get a nice 3-layer weft going because I like thick. So for the very bottom, I'm just going to measure it out ahead of time, kind of here. That's kind of what I'm guessing how long it's going to be from finger to finger. Oh, look at that. I was right. That's right. Yep. So we're going to cut that. Put that right there. Another reason I cut them into sections like this ahead of time is part of it's going to be a different color than the rest. So it's good to know that ahead of time. And now, I'm sure you're wondering, what am I going to do with this last piece? Because it's probably going to go right here. So yeah, I'm just going to put it right on top like that. That's going to be a single one that'll help sort of blend it. Blend it in. So, hot. Before you start the dyeing process of it, you're going to want to make sure you're wearing a shirt that you can get dye on because, I don't know, I'm messy, so I'm sure a lot of other people are messy too, and you don't want it ruining your good shirts. So just wear something simple, like I'm just wearing a black tank top that was like $30 at Forever 23, not 33 dollars at Forever 21, and some sweatpants, if you can see that. Simple. So yeah, we're gonna start dyeing. I'm gonna start with the lighter color first, which is gonna be the bangs that I'm doing. These. Yeah, it's gonna be these. And what I'm gonna do for those, and what I did for my hair is, I'm not even gonna use gloves for this part because the fact is that it kind of stains your hands. Text message. It kind of stains your hands like a little itty bit, but it's nothing you need to worry about. So when I use the black, then I'm going to put on gloves. Sorry, but right now, no gloves needed. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some conditioner. I'm using Dove Color Repair. And we're just gonna put it in our hand like that. Next, I'm taking, let's see, some of Manic Panic's Ultraviolet. And I'm just gonna scoop a bunch on my finger and put it on there. Scoop a bunch on my finger, put it on there, and mix and mix and mix and mix, 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 mix. And mixy, 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 mix, 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 mix. So yeah, as you can see, I'm a very messy person. And yeah. Then I always add like a little bit of pink. This is just Color Fiend Fuchsia Flash. It helps it come out more lavender than blue because, yeah, this dye tends to come out really blue. Like, I don't even know why. And mix, 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 mix. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of conditioner to this because I think it's going to be a little bit too dark as it is. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. It's also a good way to like limit your dye use. Phone's going off again. Because when you kind of dilute it like this, you'll still get a color, but it'll be a light pale color. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm Barney now. And anyway, we want it to be really light because my hair is not actually like a color. See how purple that is? So yeah, anyway, we're going to take this and just, well, it would have helped if I got it wet first, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all. We're just going to apply this right on through. And just like that, see? I'm a messy little child. Yes I am, yes I am. See how light it comes out? It's going to look really nice and pastel-y, and you're going to want to get it just a tad darker than what you think you want. Like, you're like, oh, it's such a pretty color, that's what I want when it's on the extensions, but the fact is that it's going to actually come out lighter than you see it there. We're done doing the purple part. Yes, we are. And I'm just going to set those on, I have newspaper underneath for my workspace because you don't want any of this stuff staining your counter because it will do that. Like, all dyes are meant to stain. They stain your hair. It's stain. So, you're going to want to cover your counters and make sure that you didn't, like I said, not wearing anything you want. I'm going to wash off my hands real fast because it's got conditioner all over them. I got the conditioner on me. And the other glove. The reason I always start with the light color first is you don't want to get any black in the light color. So it's best to sorry. Anyway, it's best to put the light color on first and then yeah. So let's get started. For the black, I'm trying something I've never tried before. We're going to see how this works. Color Brilliant, semi-permanent blackest black. Yep, and no ammonia or peroxide. So you're going to pour it on your glove just like this. I don't use brushes or anything. You really don't need brushes. And you're just going to apply it. I'm just going to apply it to the Pretty Blonde extensions. Now, the thing is, I use semi-permanents because you can technically wash these out if you let them, like, if you wash them out enough, you'll be able to get them back to a lighter color, which is the reason I use semi. Manic Panic's really good if you're going to want to try and wash your color out of your extensions, because Manic Panic doesn't really stay that much. That's kind of why I use it for the, like, pastel color, like, yeah. Sorry it takes me so long to dye like one piece, but I'm like super OCD about making sure that there's no blonde showing and that it comes out the blackest color it can, you know? Because I don't like it when my extensions don't look perfect. So blacky black black black. Yeah, if you would like to see how they turn out after I'm done dyeing them, because I'm going to need to wash them off and all of that, then stay tuned for my next video where we will be applying them, sewing on clips, and cutting them to blend with our hair. So yeah.